Picture this, a spy thriller where the spies wear mustard yellow suits. The action feels like a Tom and Jerry cartoon, and Bill Murray plays God. Sounds like a fever dream, right? Nope, it's the Phoenician Scheme, Wes Anderson's latest cinematic diorama, hitting theaters May 30th. Today, we're unpacking the story, cast, crew, reviews, and a secret detail that'll make you see this film in a whole new light, and let's dive into this pastel-soaked espionage adventure. The Phoenician Scheme is Wes Anderson's take on a dark comedy spy flick blended with a heartfelt father-daughter story. Set in the 1950s in a fictional country called modern Greater Independent Phoenicia. Think Lawrence of Arabia meets the Grand Budapest Hotel. The film follows Za-Za Korda, a filthy rich businessman played by Benicio Del Toro, who survived 6 plane crashes. Yes, 6. After his latest brush with death, he names his estranged daughter, Sister Liesel, a nun played by Threapleton, as the heir to his shady empire. What follows is a globe-trotting adventure filled with scheming tycoons, bumbling assassins, and enough symmetrical shots to make your head spin. This isn't just another Wes Anderson movie. It's his most violent yet, with explosive set pieces and a darker edge than Moonrise Kingdom or Isle of Dogs. It premiered on May 18th, 2025, earning a 6.5-minute standing ovation, and it's set for a limited release on May 30th before going wide on June 6th. If you're a fan of Anderson's whimsical worlds, or just love a good caper, this one's got your name written all over it in Futura font. What's your vibe? Team Wes or new to his quirky universe? Let me know in the comments.
Who shot you?
Tara's from out of town. Help yourself to a hand grenade.
You're very kind.
Let's get to the meat of the story, without spoiling the ending, of course. The Phoenician Scheme centers on Za-Za Korda, a 1950s industrialist who's part J. Paul Getty, part Royal Tenenbaum, and all morally ambiguous. Benicio Del Toro plays him with this cool, cigar-chomping swagger, like a magician who's misplaced his moral compass. After surviving his 6th plane crash, complete with a pilot getting yeeted mid-air in one of the film's wildest gags, Za-Za decides it's time to plan his legacy. His pick, his daughter Liesel, a pipe-smoking nun who'd rather pray than deal with her dad's dirty money. Played by Threapleton, Liesel is the heart of the film, balancing quiet strength with deadpan sass. The plot follows Za-Za, Liesel, and a nerdy Norwegian tutor named Bjorn Lund. More on him later, as they crisscross Phoenicia to secure funding for Za-Za's latest shady deal. Think backroom negotiations, basketball bets, and assassination attempts that feel like they were choreographed by a Looney Tunes director. Along the way, we get family drama. Za-Za's trying to fix his broken bond with Liesel, but their fights about her mysterious mom add a layer of intrigue. Is it a murder mystery? Anderson keeps us guessing. Capitalism shade. The film skewers the greed of mid-century moguls, with Za-Za's motto, "If something gets in your way, flatten it," summing up his ruthless vibe. Existential weirdness. Every time Za-Za cheats death, he lands in a black and white heaven where Bill Murray is God, dishes out cryptic advice like he's auditioning for a silent film. The story's a bit meandering. Some critics call it convoluted, but that's classic Anderson. It's like flipping through a beautifully curated scrapbook where every page is a mini masterpiece. The pacing sags a bit during the business deal scenes, but the emotional core of Za-Za and Liesel's relationship sneaks up on you like a perfectly timed jump scare. What do you think? Can a shady tycoon like Za-Za really redeem himself? Hey, if you're loving this deep dive into the Phoenician Scheme so far, don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe. Plus, stick around. We've got a juicy secret about this film coming up.
Where's yours?
I don't have a passport.
Now, let's talk about this cast. It's like Wes Anderson invited his entire Rolodex to a pastel-colored party. Leading the charge is Benicio Del Toro as Za-Za Korda. Wes wrote this role just for him, and it shows. Del Toro's got this serpentine charm, delivering lines with the same measured coolness as Bill Murray in Rushmore. Threapleton, Kate Winslet's daughter, is a revelation as Liesel. Critics have called her quietly commanding, and her chemistry with Del Toro is the film's emotional glue. Then there's Michael Cera as Bjorn Lund, a bumbling Norwegian tutor who's basically Jerry Lewis in The Nutty Professor meets a Wes Anderson fever dream. Critics are raving that Cera steals the show, and Benedict Cumberbatch himself said, "Watching Michael in Westworld is like God discovering water." High praise. The ensemble is stacked. Tom Hanks and Bryan Cranston as eccentric brothers Za-Za negotiates with, Scarlett Johansson as Hilda, Zaza's cousin with her own agenda, Benedict Cumberbatch as Uncle Nubar, a bearded nutcase who looks like a Russian Zargon rogue, Riz Ahmed as Prince Farouk, a map-obsessed royal with quiet dignity, Richard Ayoade, whose dry wit as a communist revolutionary is pure gold, Bill Murray as, yep, God, popping up in black and white dream sequences like a silent film star. Plus, Jeffrey Wright, Matthew Amalric, Willem Dafoe, Rupert Friend, Hope Davis, F. Murray Abraham, and more. It's like Anderson cast half of Hollywood. Who's your favorite in this lineup? And if you could cast yourself in a Wes Anderson film, what quirky role would you play?
I have my reasons.
Which are what?
My reasons? I'm not saying. I'm saying I'm not saying.
Behind the camera, Wes Anderson's in peak form. He directs and co-wrote the script with Roman Coppola, based on a story inspired by moguls like J. Paul Getty and Anderson's late father-in-law, Fuad Mikhail Malov. The film was shot at Babelsberg Studio in Germany from March to June 2024, giving it that retro 1950s vibe with a fairy tale twist. This is Anderson's first live-action film without his usual cinematographer, Robert Yeoman. Instead, Bruno Delbonnel steps in, shooting on 35mm film for those crisp, vibrant visuals. The production designed by Adam Stockhausen is next level. Think aquamarine deserts and mustard yellow mansions. Milena Canonero's costumes, from Zaza's tailored suits to Liesel's nun habit, are practically characters themselves. And Alexander Desplat's score, mixed with Stravinsky and Beethoven, adds that lilting, whimsical vibe. Fun fact, Anderson's so obsessed with keeping props that he fought the studio to hold onto costumes from this film, just like he did on The Life Aquatic. The man's basically building a Wes Anderson museum. Which part of this production excites you most? The visuals, the music, or the costumes? The Phoenician Scheme debuted in 2025, earning a 6.5-minute standing ovation and a Palme d'Or nomination. It's sitting at 76% on Rotten Tomatoes with a 7.0/10 average and 71/100 on Metacritic. Critics are split, but mostly charmed. The pros? Everyone loves the cast, especially Cera, Threapleton, and Ayoade, and the visuals are a visual feast with elaborate set designs. The Hollywood Reporter called it a Rube Goldberg machine of a film, praising its mannered delicacy. Little White Lies dubbed it a pristine shot of pure pleasure, and Variety noted its moving father-daughter tale. The action scenes, like Zaza's plane crash escape, are madcap and zany, with a commitment to knockabout humor that's funnier than Anderson's recent work. The cons? Some critics, like Roger Ebert's Brian Tallarico, say the business deal plot is boring and obtuse, slowing the pace. Others, like Metacritic, called the narrative fussy rather than delightful. IndieWire's David Ehrlich went as far as saying the style works against the story, making it Anderson's busiest and least rewarding film on first watch. Still, even the naysayers admit it's hard to hate a film this meticulously crafted. So, it's not the Grand Budapest Hotel, but if you're down for Anderson's quirky chaos, it's a must-watch. Are you team, it's a masterpiece? Or team, too much style? Hit the comments.
Where's my father? Take this miserable sin into the company.
Why should you watch The Phoenician Scheme? If you love Wes Anderson's obsessive aesthetic, perfectly centered shots, pastel palettes, and deadpan one-liners, this is your catnip. The father-daughter story gives it heart. The spy thriller twists keep it fresh, and the cast is a cinephile's dream. It's not Anderson's deepest film, but it's his goofiest, with sight gags and existential musings that'll have you chuckling and thinking. Plus, who can resist Bill Murray as a divine cameo king? Whether you're a Wes stan or just curious, This film's a wild ride worth taking.
This is just a symbolic meeting. It's a formality.
Oh, and before we wrap up, here's a little tease. Our next video is diving into the high-stakes, heart-pounding world of Squid Game Season 3. Will the games get crazier? Who's coming back? Stay tuned to find out. That's the full scoop on the Phoenician Scheme. Oh, and that secret I promised? Bill Murray's God role was almost cut, but Wes fought to keep it. Thank goodness, because it's peak Anderson weirdness. What's your take? Are you hyped for the spy caper? Or is it too quirky for you? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Give us a like, and subscribe to the Stars of the World for more cinematic deep dives. Don't forget to hit that bell so you never miss a video, especially our Squid Game Season 3 breakdown next time. See you at the movies.